Has this ever happened to any of you? You're in a meeting, and it's like, okay, we got to brainstorm. We need ideas, people. Let's go. And you have an idea, and so you start to say it, and it comes out of your mouth, and then very quickly, someone else, a well-meaning person at the table, says, "Oh, that's a great idea, but we tried it before you started working here. It doesn't work. Don't bother." Or, "That is such a great idea, but it's not in our budget. If we had money for that idea, we'd be doing that starting like in 5 minutes, because that is such a great idea." So what I'm doing is this is yes, but. This is like, I was in a meeting, and I wrote this little paper called How to Stop a New Idea. And it had a whole bunch of things. These are just a few of them, but we tried it before, it's not our responsibility, we don't have the time, let's get back to reality, it's not in the budget, and on and on and on. About 9 years ago, only it was March, so a tiny bit more than 9 years ago, I'm at my kitchen table, and my daughters are home from, it wasn't quite spring break, but they were home from college. And it's my birthday weekend, and it's like, we're going to get to spend a weekend together. And so my girls come in, and we're just having a nice little chat with some coffee. And one of them says, "Dad, we got you 3 things for your birthday." And the reason that I have those words up there, "I am not a runner," is because it's true. Like I was the slowest kid. I love baseball, but I was literally the slowest kid on my team. In phys ed class, it was a constant. The teacher was always like riding me, like, "You can move faster than that." I'm like, "Actually, I'm moving as fast as I can." And so I developed this interest in like getting other forms of exercise, but not running. In fact, I'd see people running, and I would literally think to myself, "Do you not have any idea about how many other things you could be doing right now besides running?" I just didn't, because I couldn't get it. And it wasn't like I was trying hard to understand their point of view, I will admit that. But I'm just like, what possible joy could you get out of running? So here's what happens. My daughters say, "We got 3 things for you for your birthday." I'm like, "Oh, you didn't have to get me 3 things. Number 1, we're making your favorite dinner." And I said, "You can stop right there, because you guys are home, you're making my favorite dinner. What more could I ask for? But as long as you brought it up, what's number 2? And so number 2 is we're baking a blueberry pie. And that's my favorite dessert. And I'm like, "You guys, this is over the top. You can't be here to visit, and we have the whole weekend together, and you're making my favorite meal, and you're baking a blueberry pie. That's just too extravagant. And also, since you said there's 3 things, I want to know why you didn't save the pie for 3, because you can't really top that. So I'm really curious what number 3 is." And they look at each other with the kind of, the look where it's like, something's up, like they've got some scheme going on. And one of them says, "We signed you up," which is 4 words that I never want someone to say to me. Like I'll sign up myself if I'm signing up for something. But they look kind of serious. They were sort of smiling, but I could tell something was coming. To run the Chicago half marathon with us. And I said, "That's a good one," because they know I hate running, and I know that they're not runners, and that's not going to happen. And I said, "But is there really a 3rd thing, or should we stop with the pie? Because I'm good with stopping with the pie." They're like, "No, seriously, we're signed up. It's in September. We've got 6 months to train. We've looked up like training from not running to running 13 miles. Dad, we're going to do this, and we're going to train together, and we'll be in different cities, but we'll all be in touch, and we'll do our runs, and we'll get it done." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's just not going to happen. But if you guys want to do it, I will totally be your biggest cheerleader. Like I will be there. I can't wait. In fact, hurry up, September. I want to see you guys run a half marathon." And I started realizing something. They were dishing some stuff back to me, because what they started then saying was, one of them said, "Oh, Hannah, we got the wrong person. I thought we were talking to our dad, who's been teaching us about accepting every offer, about yes and, about you don't block ideas." And I'm like, "Okay, you guys, I get what you're doing. I don't appreciate the fact that you're giving this back to me when I've said that to you as a way a parent teaches their adult children important things in life. That's not for you to throw back to me. But you got me, so I'm going to say yes. I'll do it. I will do it." I also knew I could fake like an injury if I needed to. But If I get a UTI, a migraine or influenza B, you'll be there for me, GHC. My toddler has a rash, and the newborn... I'll be honest. I've been honest with you guys for the most part this whole time. But when I sang that line, my toddler has a rash, and people started laughing, I thought it was because it was a funny line. That was awesome. Yeah. My toddler has a rash, and the newborn's getting colicky. I know where I belong, GHC. GHC, GHC.